College football is back and back with a vengeance. Holy crap, there were some really good games this past weekend. You had Florida State beating Alabama. You had Ohio State beating Texas. You had LSU over Clemson. You had Miami beating Notre Dame in just a fantastic game. So we cover all of it. We give our thoughts and everything, and then we go to our top 10 power rankings. So not as easy as you think it might be, especially now when teams, you don't really know who's who and what's what. And then we give our picks for 5 great games coming up on the season. So if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, even on Blue Sky. Welcome to #1 local sports podcast in Central Florida. This is Sandlot Entertainment. I am here. I am Adam Capperson. I am here with Dorian Cody.
I hope Carson Beck isn't a fluke. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll get to him. And BJ Thomas.
No matter what he is, he's still Carson Beck.
Yeah. So little bit of bookkeeping for everyone. The podcast may be a little different. We, the three of us, have reached the point of our hosting service where we can actually start getting ads in our podcast again.
What?
Yeah, I know. So I'm still working out with the hosting service how this is all going to work. So you might actually start hearing ads. And by the way, if you hear Trumba Casino, fine, just deal with it. Ryan Seacrest is Seacrest. So, but yes, still working through that. But awesome. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to us and dealing with us. So awesome.
One of these days, we're going to figure out what the fuck to talk about during the summer, and it's going to be great.
I know.
So we are going to start where, football. It's awesome. I figured we'll start with the second coming of Christ, Arch Manning. Thoughts?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
All right,
waiting.
So here's the thing, right? Do I think Arch Manning is the second coming of his older uncle? No. Do I think he's talented? Yes. Did I think that Ohio State put a beating on that ass? Of course, right? One thing I'll say about this, Ryan Day was hearing all of the Arch Manning chatter. He was hearing, oh yeah, well, this is Arch Manning's coming out party to the Heisman. So Ohio State prepared properly like they did. And they reminded Arch Manning, like, hey, like, just because your last name is famous, that doesn't mean that you're going to get on the field and be able to think you're going to do what you want to do. So they did a great job containing him. I also realized too that they confused him. It was something that I saw to where the middle linebackers of Ohio State, what they did was they said, okay, they pressed like they were going to do man to man, but then when they came out of the press, they were in a zone. So with Arch Manning, he was like, oh shit. And that
Hey,
confused him.
I do that shit in Madden, bro. Like, that's nothing new. Like, the fact that Arch Manning got confused by the old Madden, like
Right,
switcho changeo, like, come on now.
right.
Like, boogie woogie, we're in zone.
It worked.
Peyton and Eli are your uncles, and they didn't teach you about the old oogie boogie.
Yeah. So BJ, you go next, and then I'll provide my thoughts. But I'll let you
He's
go.
missing Madden tricks. He's missing Madden tricks.
So this same Texas team played roughly this same Ohio State team last year in the college football semifinals. Okay? Arch
Okay.
Manning was on the roster. He was a redshirt freshman last year on the roster when Texas played Ohio State. Texas scored 14 points against Ohio State and was driving for another when the sack fumble from Jack Sawyer returned for a touchdown. That 14 points was twice as many points as they scored last week with Arch Manning back there. When Quinn Ewers was their quarterback. The best thought I saw was, if Arch Manning was so good, why did he sit behind a 6th-round draft pick?
Mm. Valid points.
And if you'd watch the game, not just the stats and not just listening to people, if a quarterback is nervous, if they're overexcited, the ball will kind of flail, will kind of sail on them. It happens. Okay. Actually happened in the Michigan game with Bryce Underwood, first game ever in college. He overthrew a few of them. If you watched Arch Manning's first pass, the wide receiver was wide open.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sark did a great job scheming him to be wide open. Manning spiked it 5 yards from his receiver.
Mm.
When he did that, I just went, uh-oh. This isn't a nerves thing. This isn't a, hey, I just need some reps thing. This is a, oh, shit, I'm not ready for this. And I don't know when I will be.
Mm.
We'll see. It's not. This is game one. I'm not going to get caught in this ESPN bullshit. It's
Yeah.
game one against a top 3 team. Let's see.
Right, exactly. Like Ohio State, many have picked Ohio State to win the national championship this year. So it's not like he's playing against, William and Mary. Like he's playing against possibly the team that they're going to, if Texas improves throughout the season, Ohio State is going to be at the end waiting for them like they're getting married, right? So, so they're going to have to go through Ohio State to get to the national championship
I'm not.
or
No,
to
I'm
win it.
not doing the ESPN thing, the overreaction Monday shit. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I'm going to
we'll
say
have to
this.
see.
His next 3 games, he will be great at. Okay? He plays San Jose State, UTEP, and Sam Houston State. He will put
Well,
up great numbers. He will be back in the Heisman race. Then he goes to the swamp.
Yeesh.
Okay?
Yeesh.
On September 20th, Texas has a night game in Gainesville.
Ooh.
boy, whose legs are getting broke so I can get tickets to that?
So, all of this discussion, positive and negative,
Mm-hmm.
half of that will end September 20th.
Yeah.
If he goes out to Gainesville and balls out, okay.
Yeah.
If he looks like he did on Saturday, you're not going to see any more Warby Parker commercials from him.
You know what I hate about college football is we've played 1 week and I have no idea what to think about the Gators. They played Long Island. Like, what's that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no read on that. They can execute offense against a practice defense. Good to know.
Yay. And that was interesting, though, because, like, we did have some good games over the weekend. LSU Clemson, even though I lost money on it, was a good game. Dorian's Miami team beat Notre Dame.
Surprising. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised, but I'll take it.
So, I mean, and that was a good game. It's better than we thought it was going to be. That catch, what was it? CJ, what was the kid's name from Miami?
Number 7, I can't think of his name. I know who you're talking about. That was
Crazy. Him and Vernon Brown from Florida.
Yeah.
Both are crazy catches.
CJ Daniels.
Yeah, CJ Dan.
I didn't realize that Vernon Brown was only the third wide receiver, third true freshman wide receiver to start for Florida.
Wow.
Percy Harvin and Antonio Callaway.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember his father, Vernell Brown II?
Mm-hmm.
Well, back when we were in high school, actually, you guys were seniors. I was a junior. Vernell Brown Sr. is a year behind me. He was All-American. Was he All-American in football? And he was All-State in basketball. He's about maybe like 5'9". He ran a 4.34.
Damn.
One of the fastest, the fastest people I've ever witnessed run. So he definitely has his dad genes. Actually, his dad played with I think his dad, Vernell Brown Jr. or the second, played on that Florida team, the first Florida team with Tebow when they won a national championship. I think, was that his freshman year? Tebow's freshman year?
Yeah, when Chris Leak was there.
Mm-hmm. So I think it was Percy Harvin, Vernell Brown Jr., and some other folks. So he's coming from good DNA.
Yeah, and I was watching the stat because, like, Michigan, and this is probably the only time I talk about Michigan today, so BJ, just simmer down. They started the fourth true freshman quarterback in the history of Michigan football on Saturday. So
Wow.
the other 3 were Rick Leach, Chad Henne, Tate Forcier, and Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood looked damn good, but to BJ's point, they played freaking New Mexico.
That damn Tate Forcier, boy, that was a rough time.
Ew.
Yeah.
Isn't that where that's one of those places that Mufasa told Simba not to go. Wherever Tate Forcier Michigan highlights are. All 3 of them.
Hey, down here in Seminole, and actually Orange County, there's Taintsville, so it's right over there.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not living in Taintsville. Speaking of Taintsville, that's what we should call Tuscaloosa right now.
look, like the Florida State quarterback said, he said, Nick Saban's not here to save you now. And it shows, man, like I've never seen an unprepared Alabama defense.
Oh, I have. When they lost to
Well,
UCF when I was there.
oh, I remember that game.
But yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since an Alabama team came in disinterested.
Was that Dante Culpepper?
It was after Dante,
Was it Stephen Moffett?
before Stephen Moffat.
Who
It
was
was
the
2000. I forget who the quarterback was. I want to say it was Scheider.
Yeah, that didn't sound familiar.
Working on Applebee's. Oh, that's Kyle Israel.
Okay. Oh, I remember Kyle Israel.
Yeah.
I used to see him at the he's Kyle Israel used to be at the ale house over there in Waterford Lakes.
So, not
You
Applebee's,
came?
but Ale House.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so with Alabama, um, the entire time Saban was there, they lost to unranked teams 4 times.
Mm.
And Kalen DeBoer's tenure of like 13 games, 14 if you include the bowl game, they've lost to unranked teams 4 times.
Yeah.
Guess what? The seat's warming up.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
hot.
no, it's already hot. It's
Bus
already hot.
tickets. Bus
It's
tickets.
already hot.
No plane tickets. Bus tickets. Take this buyout. Get the fuck out of here.
They're starting a petition to have Nick Saban come back. I don't know if you guys saw that, but they was talking about it. They want
He
Nick
doesn't
Saban
want
back.
to come back. He
I don't
he
blame him.
doesn't want anything to do with college football when everyone can pay their players.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
So
now, of course, you've got the names being thrown out there. Now, again, Kellen DeBoer still has a job, so let's all keep that in mind. But the 2 names that I saw floating around out there were, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, John Gruden
really?
and Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, Alabama would love John Gruden. He's
Ooh.
one of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He will fit the profile for Alabama. um, I think it's just a matter of like the tides have turned, man. Like Alabama isn't scary anymore because you can pay your players now, so they're not nobody's
Yeah,
afraid of Alabama.
everybody can pay their players.
Everybody.
And
So
and I forget who I was talking to. It may have been BJ at the draft, but the NIL has really allowed, and the transfer portal has really allowed the talent to spread out. Alabama can't just hog and have 4 5-star running backs on their roster and just churn through them because they're going to go. They can't have multiple 5-star receivers on the bench because they're going to go somewhere else. So it has really allowed all that talent to kind of spread out. So it's been great for college football.
yeah.
Now some of the teams that you remember, Alabama for example, they're going to have to adjust.
Right. Right. Also too, I think Cam Newton said it makes sense. He was like, you have to get a coach that understands that coaching in the SEC. Like you can't like Kalen DeBoer came from at the time it was the Pac-10, Pac-12, right? So coming from there to like the SEC is not a conference, it's a religion. You have to know different teams you're playing against. You got to know the history. You got to know the do's and the don'ts.
So
You just
why
can't
has
come
Brian
in.
Kelly survived so long?
He had to get. I don't know if he's fully acclimated, but I'm pretty sure a booster had to sit him aside. Probably had him get some crawfish down there in New Orleans at a restaurant that they own and say, "Hey, look here. If you want to be successful in the SEC, this is the law of the land. Like you have to." Kalen came in with a Pac-12 mentality, and now he's getting served up right now.
Well, I do want to give props to the team that beat Alabama, Florida State
Yeah,
Seminoles. They have
yeah,
had a massive roller coaster ride the past probably year and a half.
Hmm.
from being 13-0, winning the ACC, but having Jordan Travis break his leg, not making the playoffs, getting boat raced by Georgia in the bowl game, going
Hmm.
2-10 last year, and coming back and now in the top 15 after beating Alabama this year.
Yeah.
So that, in and of itself, is a great turnaround, great story. But I would be remiss if I mentioned Florida State and did not mention their newest signing to Florida State. BJ,
Well, he's committed.
fair,
Has not been signed. He's committed.
fair.
But yeah, Palaka's son committed to FSU over the weekend.
Yep. Duke
I'm
Garrison.
excited for him.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Duke.
Yeah.
Man, I made a mistake with that kid. I told him and Palaka, like, when he scores a touchdown in the game, I'll DoorDash him some food.
And now he's broke.
And now he's going to FSU or committed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. Maybe I can get him sponsored by DoorDash and we can call it even. Maybe I can call DoorDash and be like, "Look, man, I need a favor from y'all.
Yeah.
I need some help.
Yeah.
I made a mistake."
Yeah. Man, the kid is special, and to make the move
Yes.
for him to go from Leesburg High School to Eastridge, where he's
Yep.
getting like looked at all the time, and that's huge. I told Plaka, look, I said, don't be surprised if IMG comes knocking at the door. I said, don't be surprised. So,
They're already IMG's already here in Seminole County. They're recruiting my daughter's ex-boyfriend for baseball. He's a freshman
really?
in high school. He's already on the varsity team. IMG's already coming out to watch him. So they,
Wow.
if you're good, they'll be sniffing around.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Yes, ma'am.
before we can move on to picks and power rankings and all that, I do want to bring up the final game that was last night. Bill Belichick's first game at North Carolina.
Why are you gonna do this to Bill?
Look,
Because I have to.
Bill looked like he was like, Bill like he was throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks.
I can't take
TCU.
credit for this. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't take credit for this, but I saw a meme online that said that UNC's newest signing is Tim Brody. And it's Tom Brady to UNC church. I was like, yeah,
And it's funny you mentioned that. So Bill Belichick, is a very successful head coach in the NFL. Okay, but there's a caveat there.
Mhm.
Okay, his record without Tom Brady on the roster. It's not even like Brady playing, but without Tom Brady on the roster,
Mhm.
it's 70-83.
Mm.
He has one playoff win without Tom Brady on the roster. Okay, coaches around that same general area with the same number of games. Cliff Kingsbury, 28-37-1.
Mm.
Dave Wanstad, 82-87. And our buddy, you know him, you love him, Rich Kotite, at 40-56.
Mm. Man,
So, is it Bill or was it Tom?
I mean, we talked about it. We knew it was Tom, but I mean, as far as quarterback coach tandems, like they can go down as arguably the greatest to ever do it. But yesterday, I've never seen Bill Belichick with a look to where he's just like, I don't think a lot of times from a coach who had such success in the NFL coming to college, like he has to understand like there's so many targets in the back. TCU heard what everybody was saying. Like a lot of people were thinking that Bill Belichick was going to be
I'm
the
not
coach.
buying that. I'm not buying that. Here's why I'm not buying that. Because ironically, TCU's the same school that Deion played the first game that he coached at
Hmm.
Colorado.
Hmm. Yeah,
Deion won his.
true. He did. He did in Texas, right?
Yeah,
They went at TCU.
yeah. So I'm not buying that TCU was like, well, we heard all this and like, no, no, no. They were up for Deion too. They wanted to ruin Deion's
That is true.
debut.
You're right. They did. You're right. So what do we say about Coach Belichick? I mean,
He
is
doesn't want
it
to be
just
there anymore. He wants to be home with a 26-year-old girlfriend.
26?
I thought that's how old she was. Okay. 24.
oh wow. I mean, Bill, sorry man, I was trying to give you some credit, bro, but it ain't working. Uh,
Okay.
wow.
So, DJ's right. We should stop beating up on Belichick. It is elderly abuse. I
Four,
apologize.
49 years? 49-year difference?
Something like that.
Okay. Let's see. Let's play a game. Let's see. What
That's
was 49 years ago?
how old is.
What was 40 years ago?
Well,
You do your thing. I'll do my thing. We'll
Okay.
converge here in a second.
in the meantime, while you guys doing that, can I pose a question?
Do
Sure.
your thing.
Do you think this is the year that the top three Florida teams are going to make the playoffs?
I don't think all three will. You're
What
right.
about
It's
Two out of
okay.
three.
It's a 48-year difference, PJ.
48. Okay.
Yep. So I honestly, I think Miami's gonna fuck it up.
Same. Same Z's.
What game?
Okay. Well,
Oh,
it's
I
Miami.
don't even.
It's Miami. It can be any game. I mean, they're really good at pulling defeat out of the jaws of victory. But if you're gonna make me play this game, I'm gonna say the stretch where they play Florida, Florida State, and Louisville 3 weeks in a
Mm,
row.
mm. Um, I'm gonna say, yeah, that stretch. Uh, I think we talked about it before. I think um the Florida State games. I think they can go either way. Florida, anytime Miami goes up against a dual threat quarterback, we always struggle, always struggle. So I don't know how that's gonna pose. So, but the Sam not Stanford, but the SMU game, that's the game that
In Dallas in
yeah, in
November
Dallas, yeah,
with Carson Beck as your quarterback.
right. So that's why I posed the question of, you know, is this a new Carson Beck? Is this a
No,
revived Carson Beck?
you are who you are.
Well, if that was the case, then the Hurricanes should have beat Notre Dame.
They had
Maybe Notre
CJ
Dame
Carr.
is who. Yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame is who Notre Dame is, and they rolled out CJ Carr as a freshman. Okay, so
Hmm.
for those of you who do not know who CJ Carr is, he is the grandson of Michigan legend Lloyd Carr, and there's a reason why Michigan didn't want him.
Well, besides Bryce Underwood.
Just saying. No, he was committed to Notre Dame like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, CJ Carr.
so keep that in mind. So something else to
I'm
keep in
still.
mind. Go ahead.
Who won the 2000 Super Bowl?
The one that was played in 2000, or the one that
Yes.
from the 2000 season? That
The
was St.
one
Louis,
that was played 2002. All right, who won 2001? Patriots.
Tampa.
Tampa. 2002's Patriots.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. The Patriots first, and then Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the year that she was born, Belichick won his first Super Bowl.
Yes.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
How can you take a conversation with her seriously, being 49 years older than her?
You okay? To add to the dog
Yeah,
pile.
so I want to see how you're going to say this without offending some people. Go ahead.
Okay, so add to the dog whatever pile position whatever. So they are actually trying to trademark their term gold digger.
Who is?
Bill and Jennifer, or Jordan.
Hmm. Hmm.
I made him speechless.
I mean, like, what's going on, Bill? Does he need help? Does he need like some home health care? Like, what's going on?
Like, I mean, legit. I've heard from several Patriots fans going, like, there's something wrong with Bill. Like, his family needs to step in and go, dude.
Look, hey, maybe it wasn't working for a while. She brought that motherfucker back to life. Look,
That could be
look.
Hey,
If you saw a resurrection, you might stick around for a while too.
No, I feel you.
Something's come out of the cave.
Wow.
So
Blew the dust off that.
hey, those blue pills, they only work so far, but. So we are going to do what we have done in the past. We didn't do it last week because, frankly, we didn't know anything. We know less this week, but we're still going to do it. We are going to do our power rankings. The little twist this year is that there's a team. I want you to pick a team outside of the top 10 that you want to keep your eye on for this upcoming week. So, BJ, to you first. Who's number one?
Well, I mean, I think it has to be Ohio State.
Dorian?
Yeah, Ohio State, OSU.
Yeah. I mean, you beat the number one team and make them look just pathetic. You're number one. Who's number two?
I mean, Penn State didn't do anything to lose it.
Did LSU do something to win it?
That's the question. That's what I want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna put LSU too. I'm fine with that. They showed up big.
Dorian, number two.
I agree with BJ, man. LSU. Number two.
Yeah, I mean, going into Clemson opening night,
Yeah.
coming back, because they were down 10-3 and winning. Yeah, I mean, they're number two. Number three.
I guess Penn State's okay here.
Dorian.
Yeah, same. Penn State.
Okay. BJ mentioned I don't know what Penn State did to lose it. I'm not sure what Penn State did to get the number two ranking to start with.
That's hater. That's hater shit.
This is hater talk. I'm actually going to put another team that had a top 10 victory. I'm putting Miami at 3.
Oh, wow.
You're just trying to get in Dorian's good side tonight. That's all.
I doubt that's the key.
That's all it is. I think that's what it is.
BJ?
I'm fine with them at 4. Just because they have a quality win at this moment, and Georgia does not. So I'm fine with that.
Dorian?
Where's that in my mouth? Miami, number 4.
Okay, I'm putting Penn State at 4. Okay, number 5.
You sure you don't want to be rude a little longer? Go ahead and I'll put Georgia at 5.
Dorian?
I'm gonna put Oregon at 5.
Yeah, Texas was 1. You guys said it best. They lost to a really good Ohio State team. I'm putting them at 5. I don't think they dropped from 1 much further than 5.
I'll put them at 6. Stacking right in there with Georgia.
And Dorian?
I put Georgia at 6.
Georgia's good at 6. Okay, number 7.
Now we come to the teams who probably are going to stay in the top 10 even though they lost. I'm still willing to say the best of those would be Texas. The next would be probably Notre Dame. I don't know how I feel about Clemson after that.
You weren't high on them to start with.
No, it didn't get better.
Dorian.
Number 7 for me is going to be Texas.
So yeah, here's where it gets interesting because, yeah, I don't trust Clemson at all. I don't know what to think of Notre Dame. Again, I kind of railed on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
There was another team that had a quality win. Wasn't a ranked win, but it was a quality win. And that was South Carolina.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Number 8.
Okay, well, if you put him to 7, I think I could get him to 8 logically then, without
Okay.
too much hassle from anybody.
I'm the trendsetter, and that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian, number 8.
Number 8, South Carolina.
As long as we don't follow you in the picks, we should be good.
Learn their mistakes. Yeah, I'm putting Clemson at 8. Okay, number 9.
I'm okay with Clemson there. Are they? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Dorian.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm putting Oregon at 9. Number 10.
I think I'm okay with Illinois here.
Dorian.
Number 10, I'm from Florida State.
Yeah, I like your Illinois pick. They're feisty. Okay, now a team outside of your top 10 that you think is gonna that could make some noise.
Florida State. It's easy. That's easy from easy.
Dorian, you've already picked Florida State, so
You got to pick Florida State, yeah.
Yeah. You set yourself up to have to think about this.
So I have to pick another one?
yep, just any team
Okay.
outside of your top 10.
I
I
got
think should be we keep an eyeball on.
Honestly, I think we should keep our eye on Florida. Keep our eye on Florida.
Yeah, I'm going with BJ. Florida State showed me something. You know, they may
Yeah,
not
we have
be
some evidence.
yeah, they may not be completely back, but they showed me that last year was a fluke, and they may not make the playoffs, but they're not going to go 2-10. They are going to fight. They are going to scrap. They're going to claw. So, good on them. Okay. So typically we have college football weekends, and you know it's like last week it was kickoff weekend, bunch of good games. Sometimes we'll have rivalry week. Sometimes we'll just have like one conference will have just a lot of big games. I was going through the games this week, and I noticed this is basically put up or shut up week for a lot of teams that want to be known to be good. So we'll see if they actually are. And when you get to the games, you'll kind of see what we're talking about. We'll start. I got the marquee game, but we'll do that one last. We'll start with the Illinois Fighting Illini that we just talked about going to Duke. Illinois is only a 2.5-point favorite.
I'm going to say Illinois. I think they cover that.
Dorian?
Illinois.
Yeah, like I said, this is when Illinois proves, are you who you think you are, or are you who you say you're going to be? Yes, it's Duke, but if you lose to Duke, you're basically out of the conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm going Illinois too. And just to recap, last week to BJ's point, don't follow me in picks. We were both 2 and 3 last week. It's just a bad idea.
That's just my slow start. I'm good though. I'll be good.
So Dorian's actually beating us because he doesn't have a loss on the board yet.
That'll definitely change after this week.
So we now move to Ames, Iowa. The Iowa Hawkeyes, not ranked but always feisty, going to Iowa State for the Cy Hawk Trophy, I think is what they call it. Again, Iowa State's a 2.5 point favorite coming off that victory against Kansas State, who looked god awful.
Mhm.
So, BJ,
I guess we'll go with Iowa State.
Dorian,
Hmm. Hmm. This is interesting. Um, it just is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Iowa State.
okay. So Dorian, let's talk about. Well, they're gonna make the game ugly. And they're gonna just muck it up and make it ugly. No team does that better than Iowa. Iowa's actually won a game 7-3 without scoring a touchdown. Wrap your head around that for a second. They can make a game ugly. Okay. There was an interesting point about the Texas Ohio State game last week, and I actually agreed with Urban Meyer. So bear with me. He was saying, like, look, you guys are playing tough defenses. A punt is okay. You don't
Mhm.
have to go for it on fourth down, and that's how
Yeah.
Iowa plays. They will play field position. They will beat you they will beat you up, and I think they win this game. So
So,
another team, can you show us something? Arizona State travels to Starkville, play Mississippi State.
ooh,
I'm gonna say Arizona State wins this one.
By more than 7.5.
Ugh. Yes.
Okay,
Oof.
Dorian.
oh man, you got team from the West Coast traveling here east to play Mississippi State. Excuse me. Oh, I pick I pick Arizona State.
They don't have Scatterboot like they did last year. I'm going Mississippi State.
Mm.
Kansas and Missouri. This game's actually in Arrowhead Stadium.
Mm.
I'm going Kansas.
Dorian.
This is where we differ. I'm gonna go Missouri.
Yeah, I'm going to go Missouri as well. I think they cover. So, and then one of the few ranked games this weekend is Michigan versus Oklahoma. This spread all over the freaking place. So ESPN, let's see if they still actually have it. I'll pull it up. They had the spread earlier at 2.5. It's now 5.5. Hard Rock Bet had it at 6.5. It's now 6. This thing's all over the freaking place.
Why is it like that?
I don't know. I've never having a point and a half, or even a half a point. That happens all the time. I've never seen it be so disparate across casinos ever. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I do know this game is in Norman, and Bryce Underwood from Michigan is making his first road start in Norman, Oklahoma.
Wow.
BJ. Don't forget,
man.
Michigan's had lost one of their starting linebackers on a terrible targeting call. So
Yeah, I know. I just don't trust Oklahoma. I, I'm going Michigan. I don't know if they'll win, but I don't think that Oklahoma covers.
fair. Dorian.
Um, this is tough, man. But I'm gonna say they're playing in Norman.
Yep.
I'm gonna say the Sooners. I'm gonna say the Sooners.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you with Oklahoma on that one. I think what happens is, I think Oklahoma goes out, gets a 2-score lead, and Michigan is able to kind of go back and forth, but never able to get back over that hump. Especially missing Burton for the first half. I think Oklahoma just scores just enough to cover. So I think they probably win by a touchdown, maybe 27-20. So, okay. So with that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the NFL.